Thornstalk. Do you guys hurt? Ow! Yes! You're the cactus of the nether. Ow! What's up, people? I'm Xogue, and welcome back to Halfway Modded. Now, before you say anything, just in case you can hear the music in the background, that is going to be throughout the entire video. I've done away. It's from jukedeck.com. Check it out because it's really cool. You can create your own music, blah, blah, blah. There you go. There's the pitch. That's about the music. If we ever do time lapses, we'll do some more active music, something less ambient-like, less repetitive, more interesting. But just so we have something in the background, I did add that. Now, the next thing is that there aren't updates to tell you about, but I have a faster way to do it. So don't skip ahead in the video yet. You might go too far. If that's something you do to skip past the updates. But I'm going to give this a shot, and we're going to see if this works and if you guys are okay with it. But ready? The first thing is that new mods are added. Okay? This thing right here that we're looking at, this whole situation, is just a notes mod. It adds a whole lot of things that you can kind of go and do a whole bunch of stuff with a whole lot of things. For example, you can pin stuff too, which is really neat. The next thing is, or the next mod is the Better Slabs mod. Means you can place slabs in any which way direction, which is a really cool thing, even randomly. And you can also do what is called fill. So if you ever want to turn things into full blocks, you just right click on one with a slab that's already placed and it turns it into a full block. It's really cool. Very, very neat mod. Next is the Helper Tools mod, which actually has a lot to it. It might take me a minute to get through, but first of all, we have a bunch of different kinds of bombs. We have all this stuff here to play with, and these are really, really cool, so I think you're going to like it, even if it does take a little bit more time. But we have the Dirt Bomb. This guy is pretty cool because these dirt blocks are affected by gravity, so they'll fall. Are you going to go? You're going to go, oh, you went right beside. I was worried. I didn't think about it. I was hoping that wasn't going to take over the water that's down there. And then you have things like this that actually converts it and basically turns things into desert. Turns things into frost, plants, gravel. Okay, so we then, basically, we have the dirt bomb, right? We also have things that create sand and gravel. I don't know why I made all those. I could have just told you that. The rest of these, this one makes an area, turns that stuff into sand. Or weatherstone or whatever. Apparently it didn't quite work. But you see it turned this block into cobblestone. You see it does cobblestone, sandstone. You get the idea. So it weathers blocks. I guess these blocks are underground biomes, so it's not compatible with it, so you can't actually change them or anything. But it's pretty nifty. It does some pretty cool things on the grand scale if you actually throw it down like on the dirt or whatever. Let's try this real quick because I have a few of them. Let's not do it too close. I really don't want to do it over here, though, because then it ruins the terrain. You get the idea. You don't need a demonstration of that. Frost Bomb coats an area with, like, snow or whatever, which is really cool. And then we have the Sticky Dirt Bomb. This one is the same as the first, except the dirt stays put. And that's the difference between those. These are really, really cool. And I want to play with it. Now, the other thing is the Bomb Charm, which is actually fairly easy to make. It is pretty nifty. One, it says here, craft with other charms to upgrade level. Each level requires an additional charm. What? I don't know what that means. It says... Oh, will consume itself. There it is at the bottom. Will consume itself to prevent lethal explosion damage. So it's basically a protector against all the lethal stuff. But if we right click, you see right there, we can increase the radius. It's +1. It's +1 block on all sides. And this is something I didn't realize until I just read it just now. You see right there, current size level 1 out of 1. If we craft more of these charms and put them side by side, I'm assuming that'll go 1 out of 2. And you can increase it like that. In creative, it jumps straight to +5, +10, +15, +20, +25. Like you can go, and that's 25 blocks extra on each side. So it's actually increasing the diameter of this thing by 50. And it's ridiculous. It's crazy. It actually lags out the game quite a bit. It's probably the most OP part of this, But in survival, you have to actually craft that. You have to craft it up to that level, and I don't think anybody's actually going to do that. They might do it to play with it, but afterwards, they're probably just going to, you know, craft a regular one and not stack it so much. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool nonetheless. The next thing is this Mirage Husk, which isn't too difficult to craft. It's very, very cool. Basically, I can create a shadow self. All right? Now, what I can do with the shadow self is I can go wherever I want, up to 120 blocks away, and be like, oh my gosh, there's a creeper. I need to go back. And now I'm safe because creeper's way over there. I've saved myself. And no matter where I go, I can always switch back. Hello, creeper. Woo! Back, and you see the I'm just swapping places with the shadow stuff. Now you see down there, it does have a durability, which makes it a lot more fair, and you can only have one active shadow at a time. And again, I told you the range is 120, so it's very cool. It's very interesting, but it's not cheaty. It's not over the top, I don't think. So it's pretty cool. Nifty little trick. Bloop, bloop. The next thing is this expanding rod. Basically, this is a builder's wand. Shift right click to select the block, and you can see there you can place blocks like this. If you hold shift and swing in the air, you can change to what it is. It'll create a wall out of those blocks. So you can right click, it'll build it. You can just kind of expand the wall, which is a really, really cool thing. You also have the matching mode, so it'll try to match whatever blocks are there. As long as you're aiming at a block you've selected, like we've done dirt, not grass, which is why it doesn't work on the bottom. Just pretty much, you know, like a builder's wand. And then you also have pillar mode, which is really cool. It just, you know, makes a pillar, which is fantastic. Now you might be thinking, hey, but it's only, you know, it's only 3 or 4 blocks. Yes, you can enchant this thing with efficiency, and you can make it up to 5 more. So it can do 8 total blocks, which 8 blocks is not cheaty. It's actually pretty good. The builder's wand can do more than that, but it's still a pretty handy staff. The metamorphic staff, this guy is a block swapper. So I shift right click to select a block. I can look anywhere else and replace those things. Now you notice that it's giving me back dirt, which means it's not cheaty. It's not a silk touch thing. It's just, you know, basically as if you mined that block with whatever normal tool, non-silk touch style. So it's pretty nifty there as well. And it's really, really going to come in handy. And again, this guy can also be enchanted in order to toggle its size. But by default, it can do a wall mode, so you can do extras. It can do mass mode, which is even bigger. I believe this is actually a 3x3 area, so it actually went down a block or 2 as well. And single mode. So yeah, we're good to go as well. The Euclidean transposer is a block. If you shift right click, it'll save the pattern. If you look anywhere else, it'll you know, you can, it's a 5x5 area. So it's done that. And right now it's supposed to be flush mode. If you push O, you can rotate it. If you hold shift and press O, you can actually flip it upside down. Which I think, yeah, you see it, it's actually in the air. So it's really cool. It's a 5x5 area, which is really, really cool. And I'm not sure exactly what we use this for, but basically it's a 5x5 block that you can literally copy and paste. You can copy and paste trees, you can copy and paste, you know, stone structures, rocks, whatever it is you wanted to copy and paste, you can do it with this staff, which is really cool. You can also use it with the transcriber block, this guy right here, and I'm not sure what that does, but I want to play with it to find out. Just not now. Now we have this guy right here, the torch launcher. So if we right click, right now it's on torch mode. So if we right click, shift right click? Yeah, shift right click and then right click. So there is no regular clicking here. Shift right click to reload and right click regular without shift to shoot a torch, which is really cool. But also if we hold shift and do that, we can also do redstone torches. We can also do dynamite, which I'm thinking is going to come in pretty big handy. Is it not exploding? Is it because of those rocks? Oh, wow. Can it not explode this stuff? Oh, that is weird. It's supposed to shoot dynamite out. Maybe that's turned off or something? I could do it in creative, no problem, but there might be something going on with this. Right-click to reload or fire while sneaking to toggle an ammunition. Huh. It's not working. Why aren't you working? That's weird. I wonder if it has to be a block that it knows. Let's try to blow up something over here. I got a few more TNT arrow things. I need to see if it's just because it's a block it doesn't know. Let's try to blow up some dirt. I think that's far enough away. I hope that's far enough. Let's go somewhere else because I don't want to blow up my structure here. What? I know it knows dirt. Okay, this one should be plenty far away. No. Maybe it's turned off. I don't know. It's weird. I gotta do that. But usually it blows things up in creative. Actually, I'll tell you what. Just so we can actually see it here. No, it's still not working. What the crap, man? I don't know. We'll move on and I'll figure that out later. You guys remember the angel block, right? Well, this is the same thing. Only this one has a balloon on top to explain why it's actually floating. You can break that without any problems, but really it's kind of interesting. It's very neat and it's very useful. I'm surprised default Minecraft doesn't have that, so I don't know, whatever. But it's pretty cool. That's the last thing from this mod, at least. The next thing is the rope bridge mod. But this guy also... right click? There we go. No. There we go. It can do ladders as well, and I think these are ladders you can actually, like, they can freestand all on their own. They can do this, and you can climb them. Now, this is a useless ladder. I wonder if I can deconstruct it to get my supplies back. I think you shift, right-click, or something to take it down. It doesn't actually say. Sneak to break whole bridge. Because it's a rope bridge mod. Yeah, we're going to mess with that in a second. I just want to see if I can take it down. But apparently I can't, unless I break it manually. Ooh, if I break it manually, what do I get out of it? Oh, just nothing. All right then. Wonderful. Then you have the bridge building, which this guy right here is kind of cool. You can see I can look around freely. But once you hit right click on this guy, it kind of snaps to wherever. You see it's kind of bringing me back. You have to aim straight with this thing. And if it's too big of a slope, it'll tell you that it can't make it. But as soon as you let go, make sure you're pointing at something you want to build a bridge to, and then you let go, and it just builds a bridge all the way to where you are from where you were pointing. And it's pretty cool. Now, this mod may or may not stay in the pack. I'm not sure. It is a very cool mod and very interesting idea, but it's unbelievably expensive. I used 6 stacks of vines. Now, vines we don't have, and like, yeah. I mean, we got plenty of vines hanging around, but still, 6 stacks of vines to make like a little more than a stack of rope. And this little bridge took like 30 rope or so, this tiny one. So imagine if I wanted to, I don't know, say build a bridge all the way to over there. Let's see if I can even come close. The slab usage is okay, but that other one you see actually in the chat here, it says that little ladder that we made, 12 slabs, that's okay. I mean, it's still a lot of wood. I don't think it should cost that much, but it's slabs, so we can do that. And 24 rope for that tiny little thing. Imagine if we were going from here all the way down to the surface. Oh, crap. So glad that I have, you know, things. Accidental Q presses are a thing. But say I wanted to go all the way over to... I can't even go there right now. Okay. I don't know. Say I wanted to go all the way over there. How much rope do you think that would cost? How many stacks of vines do you think I need for that? Plus the string, not to mention the string. You need the same amount of string as you do that. So it's really, really ridiculous just how many resources this thing takes. So it's crazy. It's so crazy. But it is a very cool mod, so I'm not sure. Hey, my shadow's still there. That's kind of cool. And he's looking around randomly. That's actually pretty nifty. Anyway, so the next thing is Torchmaster mod. This guy adds the Mega Torch, which a lot of you may or may not recognize if you've ever played modded before. This guy, I don't know if it prevents mob spawning in the same range as the other guy, but the other one did 64 blocks, and a 64 block range from this guy, so a pretty big one, 128 blocks total, you know, diameter. It prevents mob spawning. It also lights up the immediate area just like a regular torch would. Then you have the Terrain Lighter, which is also a very cool thing. I don't know if that guy just spawned. Probably not. He was probably already there. But this guy, it's also fair because it does require a fuel source and it requires a bunch of torches and it requires a redstone signal. So if you do all of these things, then it will start to light. I don't know what it's lighting, but it's lighting something. You can see it's using torches. No idea where it's lighting. Oh, is it going over here? Was this placed by it or me? I have no idea. It worked. Maybe it's doing caves. I wonder if it does a range, like a vertical range. That would be really cool, and it'd be very, very handy to know if that's what it's doing. So I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into spectator mode real quick, just to see if that's what it's doing. What is it? Game mode 3, right? Okay. I don't see any caves in the immediate area that are lit up. I don't think that's what it's doing. I'm not sure where it's lighting. Is it lighting all the way up? Is there anything all the way up? No, I don't believe so. No idea where it's lighting at, because it does not appear to be lighting anything. And this is another one that worked just fine in creative mode, you know, in the other thing. It sounds like it's placing blocks, but I don't know where. It's not placing them down there. I don't know where it's placing, but it's got to be placing them somewhere. Maybe they're like ghost blocks. Maybe there are around somewhere that you just can't see them. I don't know. Let's go back to this. It seems to have run out of torches already, so that's a thing. And yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty cool thing, but it does generally work, I think. I don't know. I have no idea about the torches that don't seem to be working, but there's also a dread lamp, which prevents spawning just like the mega torch does, but it does it for passive animals. So passive animals will not spawn in any area with a dread lamp. Just kind of a thing. The unlit mega torch, I think, is what happens when this guy runs out, which I think is a config option that is off by default. I think, but I'm not sure. I don't know for sure. Already lit, so you can right click it, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. We're also missing villagers, which you guys might understand just by looking at this plot here, exactly what happened. Somehow zombies got inside, which I know how, and some of you may have caught before now, and I wish you would have told me, because I'm an idiot, but, you know, yeah. Also, there was a cleric in here, and I didn't think again. Idiot twice. Idiot squared. You're stupid, Xogue. Because I think these plots in here that got trampled, one of them, or a couple of them, are less than light level 7, which means the zombies that jumped in first created spawning spaces for their friends, and I think that's what killed the cleric that was here, that did actually survive. Somehow he survived, but now he didn't, because I'm an idiot again. But this is where they got in at. I built this out to help with help with moving villagers, you know, to the iron farm, which I have the second one done. These two are done. I've actually built out a couple of things. Here's another update for you. I built out a couple of more. I think the next one over there and this guy are both have the landing pads now done and tunnels built. So that all we need is the villagers, and those two can also be active. But yeah, I built this out. They spawned on top of this. They navigated and found their way into here because there were blocks right here. I just took them out now to try to protect against things. To make sure the last guy didn't die, and he died anyway. So yeah, they just kind of came in, jumped right up on top of the wall, jumped in, and killed all my villagers. So that's a really big pain in the butt. I think I'm going to have to take some out of this one, just find a farmer. Hopefully I can get only the farmer to fall down, hopefully in the water, and then I can bring him over here, and then one other guy, and then bring them in so they can start breeding, and then I'll have to repopulate that at some point. But for now, we have no villagers. And last but not least, first thing is I have a teleporter over to our cityscape thing, which we've upgraded quite a bit. I've done a bunch of stuff. First of all, the builder's hut moved from down there to up here. It's upgraded to level 3. Town hall is upgraded to level 3. We have a citizen's hut that's upgraded to level 3. Our delivery man's house is level 3. Our warehouse is level 3. We've also built a miner and the lumberjack, which are both also, yep, you guessed it, level 3. Okay, so we're getting a lot of things going here. And as you can see, I've also built this. These guys require just a tad, just a touch of customization because they don't perfectly fit into the terrain. Obviously around here I'll have to do some other stuff, which the builder will do most of it anyway. as long as they set it up. But like things like this, there's small inconsistencies in the design, so I'll have to continue the stairs around, just kind of manually change it. And these stairs right here were too tall for what, you know, this little ridge here. So instead of, you know, making the terrain fit the stairs, I made the stairs fit the terrain, which is, in my mind, what you should do anyway. So I just kind of took it down a level. But, you know, small alterations like that are normal. That's expected. I've also, you know, replaced a lot of the grass. You know, pulled out a lot of the podzol and got some grass in here, which is looking mighty magnificent. Yeah, things are going pretty well, but we are to the point where we need more villagers, and we're going to look into that in the future, but not today. We'll do that in the future. But, yes, things have progressed. Unbelievable. No matter what I do, I can never make the updates take a short amount of time. Now, granted, this time we did have a huge amount of changes. And this isn't a regular thing. I don't plan on doing this all the time. It's just this time my buddy actually came in and he was like, what about this mod? What about this mod? What about this mod? What about this mod? And every single time I was like, that's fantastic. That's amazing. I want that one. You know, so I kept adding things, and now we have a lot of cool new stuff, but I pretty much just made a MODPACK update video. Now, there's one more thing that you have yet to see in here. I already told you about the background music. And that is the Nether X mod. This one is friggin' crazy, and this is why I saved it to last, because the last little bit of time in the episode is going to be spent for this mod. Because basically what it did is it took the Nether and it bumped it up to like 20. Like, it's a difficult place now. It's really, really difficult. It's got some really, really cool biomes now. It's got some really, really cool mobs and some other stuff. Neat little fortresses. Custom spawners, which is a very interesting thing. I want to bring some back to base, which is going to be absolutely amazing. But don't worry, it's not cheaty, because I have to carry it by hand. And when I'm carrying something, I tried this already. Oh, I can pick up my wolf. When I'm carrying something, you see, I'm trying to scroll wheel. I'm trying to select my sword. I can't even like fly, which means I can't use rockets. So I literally have to craft a path all the way from the portal to where the spawner is, which could be thousands of blocks. I have to mine to it and walk safely with the spawner all the way back. I can run, but that's about it. So it's still kind of crazy what I have to do, and it's gonna be a lot of fun trying to get some of those spawners back home. But as you can see, I'm protecting myself. All of my good stuff is now in the chest here. I do not want to lose it. What I've done is I actually erased the Nether. Everything that was in the Nether is now gone. It's now completely reset. And I wanted to do that so that the Nether X mod would have its way with Nether without having to worry about pre-generated chunks or anything. I know I did a little bit of work in the Nether, but nothing major, nothing serious. We can always redo all that stuff, and it's not that big of a deal. So I wanted to go through, and we're going to experience this. But just in case it's really nasty right on the other side of this, oh, let's get a minor little pickaxe and shovel. Just in case it's really crazy on the other side of this thing, I wanted to go ahead and, you know, just do stuff that I don't mind losing, so that way we can get kind of a little bit of a basic safety thing set up. So once we, you know, get on the other side of the portal, we're not instantly going to die with all of our good stuff. So we're going to see what we can do here. Hopefully we don't instantly die. I have no idea what's going to be on the other side of this. And it could very well be very, very, very dangerous right away. Because there's this creeper there that is really interesting. I kind of want to let him blow me up just to see what happens. But at the same time, I really don't. Because it'll be really, really dangerous. Come on, spawn. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's lava right here. Okay, it seems somewhat the same. Maybe not the same, but I think this is kind of an interesting thing. Oh, we have a what is that called? The abyssal place right there, which is really, really cool. You see the blue fire. That's something that is a really, really, it's so amazing. Okay, so what we need to do, I want to move this. I think the general terrain generation actually stayed the same. So I think we need to move our portal up there and around the corner, like where we did last time. I think it is, but I want to investigate a little bit while we're still, you know, free from all the nasty stuff. There's also ghasts that come in. You have these little guys right here that can set me on fire. There we go. Got him. You dead? You're dead. They have other ghasts. There's tinier ghasts, but they're actually a lot more powerful, and they're stronger, which scares the crap out of me, because ghasts are already a problem. Hello, you. That guy, I think, almost hit me. Almost set me on fire. You still have those guys. You have the creepers. They're basically spore creepers. Why do they look different? Oh, these guys right here. Oh, this is fiery netherrack. What's the difference between the two? I don't know, but fiery netherrack seems to be everywhere. These guys are they're neutral mobs. If I attack them, they'll attack back, but they're not going to attack me willy-nilly. I don't know. There's so much stuff here, and I only have so much time now to go through it all, but you kind of see the kind of stuff that's here now, and it's really, really cool. We do need to find a fortress still, which is, you know, interesting concept, but we can fly. This is NetherX basalt. We actually have the other basalt as well, but oh yeah, there's the fortress. Yeah, so the fortress is still there. That's not a problem. Okay, good. But I wanted to, yeah, I just want, oh, lag spike, man. It didn't put out the fire when I wanted it to. Okay. Oh my god, this is crazy, guys. This is so crazy. All right, when I find something interesting, I'll come back. I really want to get some rhyme though, and I think that's from the abyssal place, so I might turn around and try to go over there. I also want to try to make the portal a little safer. Okay, this guy down here is called a white. Not W-H-I-T, just W-I-G-H-T. A random name, a name I've never heard before. Oh. Look out, Steve! Okay, so we're bringing, I think we got white to contend with, too. Gotcha, stupid. Okay. Okay, I think we're okay. And the white should... Oh, there he is. Who? Oh, you got to watch out for the... There you go. Good job. Good job, Jeff. So I'm bringing Jeff and Steve here because they're supposed to be more sophisticated, right? We haven't really used them other than to just update them to make them sophisticated wolves. But the whites, they have the ability to immobilize you so you can't move for 15 seconds. I don't know if that means... Yeah, 15 seconds. You have a chance to move before then. I don't know if that means you can't attack as well, or if that just means you can't move. You know, then you're just completely, you know, you can still swing and attack, you just can't move, you know. And there's some also other very dangerous things, and that's one reason. Where's Jeff? I didn't like right click him to make him sit. No, he's right there. Okay, good. Oh, he's unable to move. He must have gotten hit by the white, which is kind of interesting. It's very, very weird. I don't know how it works, but yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of crazy. There's some other really, really dangerous things here as well. Like, it appears that the whites can see you from a long distance. They can't teleport or anything, which is good, because they do remind me of like the nether version of the Enderman, which is really kind of cool, but they're kind of scary too. But what I want is some rhyme, I think is what it's called. Some rhyme is an ore that's found here, and when you make there's actually a flint and rhyme or something that allows you to make some very weirdly shaped portals, which is very, very cool. But there's some other very, very dangerous mobs in the abyssal place. That guy mainly. Yeah, okay, they're pretty weak. My dog's still here? Good job, Jeff and Steve. So far, you're not stupid. That's great. But yeah, I just want to kind of look around a little bit. I'm going to be using bow a lot. My bow is pretty strong, so we should be able to handle almost anything that comes at us. But I need to find some rhyme first before we can continue with stuff, because I really, really, really want to do it. Also, the rhyme in steel allows you to make the blue fire anywhere, which is really cool as well. You want to see... Wow, there's a lot of these guys. Get them! Get them, dogs! Can you even see them? Ow. Oh, wow. There's, like, a bunch of them. They're, like, swarming me right now. Yeah, they're, like, invisible little things. Really kind of hard to hit these guys. Ow. Get them. You're not... Did you get them? Hopefully you got them. I don't know. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, you guys... you want to test our dogs here? Look how treacherous this is. There's a lot of fire and a lot of lava around. I'm going to walk right on through. Look at them go. They're fine. Oh, hello. Get out of here, stupids. Okay. Should be able to hopefully get these guys done. Those big guys, I hate those big guys. It's kind of crazy about them, but I don't know. This might be a little bit of a longer episode considering how much updates and stuff I gave. Hello. We're going to kill you. Do your friends try to come and... Ow. Whoa. Yep, they sure do. Jeez. So your friends... Oh. Get them. Get them. Things. Those guys are dangerous. They give you quartz. Good job. Good job, dogs. I love these guys. Oh, my goodness. They're coming from all over the place. Ow. Ouch. See, it's like the embers don't attack the dogs, which is good, I guess. They're just coming from all over the place. You can't stand still for too long, or these guys are just going to come right after. What are you? You're a different kind of salamander guy. Ow, gosh, dang it. These guys, man, I'm telling you, they're nuts. Okay, come on. We just got to get through it. We got to get through all this. Ooh, soul sand. I actually like soul sand because there's something you can do that's really, really cool with it. Okay. That's an interesting sound. You can smelt it, and this is probably one of my favorite ideas or things in this mod pack, is that you can smelt soul sand into soul glass. Soul glass right here is a block that is glass, but it blocks light, which is really, really cool. Thornstalk. Do you guys hurt? Ow! Yes! You're the cactus of the nether. Ow! Sheesh. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, I need to go through. I haven't found out another abyssal place. The other one didn't really have anything. I am finding a lot of these guys, though, which is really cool. But we'll have to come back later and try to collect some of those spawners. I did want to... I really want some rhyme, guys. I want to do some rhyme stuff. Okay, so we're back home now. I've decided to leave. I did get some rhyme crystals. Hopefully that's what I need in order to make a flint and rhyme. I think that's what it's called. Something like that. I could probably look it up. But I wanted to show you this little design. I just kind of threw it together real quick, so it's not necessarily organized. It's not all that great. Over here is kind of cool. Just a tiny little thing. I figured we needed to be safe in this place. And yeah, I don't know, it's kind of cool. So it's time to go back. Good thing that our wolves went back already. We're going to go back and see if we can make a rhyme crystal. See about blue flames and stuff. I think we should be able to do it. Come on, puppies. I think you need to heal. But that'll be okay. You should be too hurt. Yeah, just a couple of hearts. You guys are doing fine. So let me sleep. And we're going to go ahead and see about the blue rhyme. This friggin' spam that was in the chat, yeah, that alone might make me move that better slabs mod. That's stupid how many times that's showing up. I think it's like all the time. Like there's so many of them. You see I'm scrolling up right now. It's ridiculous. I don't know what's happening, but it really needs to stop because that is stupid. But anyway, so basically this mod allows you to survive 100% in the nether. There's food in there, there's armor in there, there's, you know, flint and steel, there's this other stuff in there. It's really, really cool. I just want to... Yeah, rhyme and steel, this guy right here. Oh, you need a regular flint and steel. I didn't know it just, like, converted it or whatever. That's not what I wanted. You. Okay, boom, boom, boom. But, yeah, I don't know, it's kind of crazy. And there's a lot to it, guys. There's so much. I mean, there's structures, there's all kinds of things, all manner of things in that mod, and it could take a long time to get through it all, but it could be pretty cool. Now, I don't have time to demonstrate this, but with this guy right here, we can light portals the same way, but we can have some very, very oddly shaped portals. Like, I can make this any shape I wanted, pretty much as big as I wanted, and the minimum is literally a 2x1. So, like, just anything you can think of, any shape. So if you guys have an idea of what I could do as far as the shape is concerned, it's really, really cool. So give me some ideas. But can we light glass on fire? No. Like, it tries, but it doesn't work. Yeah, blue flame. See? It's really cool, though. I'm liking it. I'm liking it quite a bit. We're going to have to do some stuff with that later, but for now, not so much. I did run out of time. I don't want this to go too much longer than 30 minutes, but it is what it is. I tried to make everything as fast as possible, so if you did appreciate that, please do hit that like button and subscribe to see more. Thank you so much for watching. Do what you do, and I will see you next time. Peace out, peeps.